For this effect, I would start off by showing the participant all of the cards are mixed up, shuffled, and different. After this, I would ask Siri to name any playing card out loud. If I had a real participant, they could do it, but because I don't have a real participant, we're going to use Siri. So let's see if this works. Name a playing card. And as you can see, hopefully that this is the card that Siri named. So in this case, it happens to be the two of clubs. So we're going to go and we're going to take out the two of clubs. And before this effect actually started, so before I came up to you, I went and I placed one card in the deck with a different back. And in this case, it just so happened to be the two of clubs as the only blue card, as you can see here. But I'm gonna see if I can do something normally I wouldn't. I'm gonna see if I can repeat this trick twice. Normally I would only do it once. So because that this is the only blue back card in the red deck, all I have to do for this to work is take the two of clubs, rub it on the deck, and just like that, we have a red two of clubs, and that is the effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into the tutorial, however, I'm going to be going over the last deck review. So the deck we're going to be reviewing today is the Black Scorpion deck. So starting right off, as you can see, it's gonna say bicycle on top. It's gonna be at a yellow color, sort of. Well, not exactly yellow. It looks more black, but it's gonna have a yellow background. And then for Black Scorpion, it's gonna be white with a black background, and then the scorpion is yellow. And up here is gonna match down here, and it says playing cards. And notice how this font is different than this font. And then the outside of it is black. So this is the front of the box. The back of the box is going to be what the back of the cards look like. As you can see, it's going to look like a bicycle deck, except it's just going to be yellow and black. And that black on the outside also carries through for the back, as you can see. The one side of the box is going to say the United States Playing Card Company. This side right here, I will show you, says air cushion finish made in USA, just like that. And notice how it's black on yellow. The bottom is going to have some ad copy. However, the top right here is going to say Black Scorpion. And this is what the box looks like. Now, if you open up the box, you're going to have some more ad copy, but it's just going to be yellow writing with a black background. The tuck flaps are going to be black, but the inside of the box is going to be white. Taking out the cards now, what you receive are a couple of cards, and there's actually a couple of bonus effects in this deck. Now, I will be uploading performances of those bonus effects once a week. There's only two of them, but I will not be doing a tutorial for them because if you buy the deck, you will actually get a set of tutorials, which I actually forgot to take out right here, which I will show you later. So here's the back of the cards. As you can see, it's going to match the back of the box just like this. So what do you receive? Well, first of all, this is one of the effects you receive. You can either do the 9 of clubs, or if you flip it, you can do the 6 of diamonds. Okay, so those are your two effects, first of all, or your one effect. You only receive one Joker. I don't know why they even give you Jokers if you only get one, but I guess one Joker is better than none. So as you can see, it's a black background. It says Joker in yellow, and it has a scorpion. This is the last effect, and there's two special cards that come with it. So the first card is going to be the Ace of Spades with a scorpion, but he actually has a card. Don't know if you can see that, but it's the Ace of Diamonds. If I can keep my hand still. And then the next card is just going to be a scorpion, but he's holding the back of a red bicycle standard card. And those are the cards you receive. So going over the cards themselves, they're going to be pretty much bicycle, except the colors are going to be different. But otherwise than that, everything is bicycle. And notice how the back is actually going to be black. So it's not going to be white. So the reds are going to be white, but the blacks are going to be yellow. And this really is the deck. So it's just a normal bicycle minus those special features, you could call it. Here's the Ace of Spades. It's just a regular scorpion. But otherwise than that, it's a pretty nice deck. One thing, however, I don't like is how, because it is black, it actually chips at the side, as you can see there, and it exposes some white. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but it's actually pretty nice. And it does come with a card. Now, I don't know if that's with every deck, but when I received it at Christmas, I got a card with it that tells you the two effects you can do. And once again, I'm just going to be doing performances, no tutorials. And those will probably be on, I want to say maybe Wednesday. I try to keep Wednesday for the deck reviews, but if I can't do Wednesdays, either Friday or Saturday. And it's going to be one performance a week, and there's only two performances. So that will be only 2 weeks, and then that will be the end of the deck reviews. Technically, this is the end of the deck reviews, but just so you know what the performances look like, I will show you them. And if I can find where to actually purchase this deck, I will leave a link in all three videos. This video and then the two performance videos. But you can also notice the quartz, how he's going to have a black, a dark blue, and a white. Okay, so there's no red in there. But yeah, the number cards are just like Bicycle, so thankfully there's that. But yes, a very nice deck indeed. So there's the deck itself. If we go over the big card, big piece of card here, it's going to say Black Scorpion deck. It's going to show you a Joker, what the four aces could look like, the back of the box, and then the cards themselves. And it got a little busted here when I was putting it in my drawer, but this is what it looks like. Now on the back of it, it says, look inside to unlock the magic. And it's from Magic Makers. Now, the two effects in here are Scavenging Scorpion and Scorpion Prediction. And there is an online link which you can look up or type up to unlock the magic. But here it is really quick. Scavenging Scorpion, Scorpion Prediction. And that is the deck review. So now get into the tutorial for the effect and the performance. It's actually very simple. And the deck I am using are the Rise second edition. I have a deck review on these. I will link that in the description. You only need one thing for this effect, and that is this card right here. That's right, a different colored double backer. Now, this actually came with the V2s, so I decided to actually do this effect using this card. It's sort of a nice invisible deck trick almost. And a nice way to get this is you can get two different cards, get some double stick tape, put it on the face of one card, take the other card, put them together, and then you have your double backer. But if you don't have that, you can always go and purchase one. So how you're going to start this is you're going to take the side of the double backer, in this case the red. I'm going to put it with the red deck. Now if you want to use the blue side, just put it with the blue deck, which is right here. So there you go there. So all I did starting off, of course you can do false shuffles and false cuts. You just want to keep this double backer on top and you don't want to flash it. I will leave a link for some false cuts. But what I did starting off was I caught a pinky break above the double backer and then above the one card. Now, if you want to make your life easier, you could substitute a joker in place of a random card, because there is a chance they could name the three of clubs, and if you take the three off, you flash the blue. So if you really want to avoid them naming the three, but they can really name any card, put a joker in here. This deck doesn't come with a joker, but the blue deck actually does come with a joker, so that's actually a good idea. If you want to give them a free choice of any card, you can catch a break above the double backer and then one joker, because I don't think anyone's going to name a joker. And if they do, just have them name a different card in the deck. Or if you have two identical jokers, you could have one in the deck and then just go with that joker. So let's get into it finally. So I like to start off by showing them. So I have my break, and I start off by showing them all of the cards are different. You don't need the break. I just think it's easier. So when I spread to the three of clubs, I know to stop. And now I'm going to have them name a card, and they can really name any card. And if you have a joker, they have an even better choice. If you don't have a joker, you do run the risk of them choosing like the three, but it doesn't matter. So let's say we have Siri name a card. Name a playing card, and hopefully that's a card right there, but they can name any card, but they named this card. In this case, we get the Jack of Diamonds. So what you're going to do is you explain to them, you can really explain to them anything you want, but while I spread to the Jack of Diamonds, I like to explain before the effect, I placed one card with a different back in this deck, and you actually named the Jack of Diamonds. So what I do is I take out the Jack. I don't turn it over because that's red. That's going to reveal it. So I leave it like this. I let go of the break. I be careful not to flash, however. I turn over the deck. I'm going to put the Jack on top. And now I'm going to go straight into a double lift. And that's going to make it look like the Jack is a different color. If you don't know how to do a double lift, I will leave some videos down below, along with the pinky count, because that's another way you could get into the double lift. And so all you have here is your different color double backer, and then you have your jack. So if you wanted, you could actually stop here and show them the one card they named is the Jack of Diamonds. And you can also spread out the deck to show them it's the only different card, the only different colored card. And then, of course, you can turn it back over and spread it out again. Now, if you want to do what I did in the performance, what I did was I had it turned over and I said, okay, I'm going to attempt to do something normally you wouldn't do. I'm going to see if I can repeat the trick not once, but twice. And now all you're going to do is turn that double backer back over. So now you're back on the red side, and then the jack is on top. So I say, okay, let's take that jack, and now I pick it up and I just rub it, and I say, I think if I did this the right way, you can see that the jack is now red, meaning that all the cards are back to red. It's a really simple trick, okay? But it's really powerful if you can present it right. I will go over that one more time, and then that will be the video, because sometimes simple actually is more confusing than it should be. So you have your red deck. Okay, so let's say I choose to use red, and with my double backer, I'm going to have the red side. This is optional, however. You could catch a break above the double backer before you go up to the participant and one random card. And if you're worried that they may name the jack, you could always catch a break above the joker. Most people aren't gonna name the joker. If you say name a card in the deck, most people aren't gonna do it. But if you always think they might name a joker, you could keep another joker in the deck. So I have my break, and this is optional, but I show all of the cards are different from the face. And of course, you can do any false shuffles or cuts you want. Just keep the double backer on top and also keep it red with red. Double I will leave some links in the description for false cuts. And now you're going to have them name any card they would like. So let's try this again. Name a playing card. So in this case, they named this card here, which happens to be the Ace of Hearts. So you say, okay, Ace of Hearts. And you can ask them if there's any reason they named Ace of Hearts. It doesn't matter. But you can say, before I came up to you, I placed one card in the deck with a different colored back. Now you name the Ace of Hearts. All I do is I slide out the card. I make sure not to turn it over. I turn the other deck over, I put the ace on face up, and I'm going to perform a double lift. Now, if you want, you can stop there and say, as you see, one card in the deck with a different colored back, and that just so happens to be the Ace of Hearts. And you can spread this out because of the double backer. It doesn't matter. If you want, you could turn it back over, but then if you hand it to them, it may be a different color. So, in order to justify that, you can say, okay, I'm going to see if I can perform this effect not once, but twice. So, all I'm going to do is turn over the Ace of Hearts, and if I rub it on the deck, all of the cards are red now, including that Ace of Hearts. And that is the effect. Now you can hand the ace over for inspection, but the top card you can't hand over. So if you want, you could palm it off, but I'm not going to get into that because this is for the beginners out there. But I hope you really enjoyed this effect. So if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye.